Most of us don't resist change. We resist the discomfort that comes with it. Are you in a season where things feel uncertain right now, or perhaps in a season where you're being asked to grow? Because sometimes those are the same thing. Many of us say that we want change, but very few are ready for the discomfort that comes with it. For me, that is where growth really begins. Welcome to the TBD Leadership by Design podcast. I'm DrAngelaBatista, the Transformation by Design coach. If you're navigating change right now, at work or at home, this conversation is for you. When I think about navigating unexpected change, I keep coming back to one idea. The most meaningful growth I have experienced has happened outside of my comfort zone. And most of us know that. But we still try to live and lead from a place that feels predictable, controlled, and familiar. Of course, this is understandable because it feels safer. The problem is that what feels safe can quietly become limiting. It can keep you from seeing new possibilities, from developing new skills, and even from stepping into the kind of experiences that you may need most. So the real question becomes, what is your comfort zone costing you? I've had to face that question in my own life, not just in my work. There have been so many moments where everything looked fine on the outside. Things were stable, predictable, working the way they were supposed to. And I was handling it. But internally, something felt off. Not wrong, really, but just misaligned a little bit. Like I was moving through routines I had already outgrown. And that kind of realization is uncomfortable because nothing is falling apart and there's no crisis forcing the change. Which means the only reason to move is that you know you need to. And that kind of decision is much harder because stepping out of that space means choosing uncertainty, and it means letting go of something familiar before you know exactly what comes next. And I've had to do that more than once. In fact, more than twice or more. Choosing growth when comfort would have been much easier, or choosing alignment over predictability. And every time, it has required trust in myself, believing that ultimately all will be all right. Not that everything will work out perfectly, but that staying where I was would cost me more in the long run. That is the tension in which you may be sitting right now. Things are shifting around at work, at home, and part of you likely wants to hold on to what is familiar, but another part of you already knows that you cannot grow if you stay there. When leaders ask me how to navigate that kind of change, I usually bring it back to a few things. First, start smaller than you think. Stepping out of your comfort zone does not require a dramatic move. It can look like trying on a different approach in a team meeting, having a conversation you have been avoiding, or letting go of control in one area and trusting your team to step in. Small steps build a sense of confidence, and confidence makes the next step possible. Second, mindset is everything. Shift how you see change. You've heard me say this before. If you see change as disruption, you will resist it. If you see it as development, you will engage it differently. That does not mean that it will feel good, but it means you can start asking better questions. What is this asking me to learn? What is this change asking me to let go of? What might be possible here that I'm not seeing yet? That shift alone can change how you lead. Third, do not do it alone. One of the biggest mistakes leaders make is trying to navigate change in isolation. You need people. We all need people. Colleagues, mentors, family, friends, and others who will support and challenge you. I have learned that this is important because stepping out of my comfort zone will bring up doubt. That is normal. What is important is that you have the right voices around you when you experience doubt. And here's something that does not get talked about nearly enough. You have to be willing not to get it right the first time. Stepping into something new means you will make mistakes. That is part of the experience. If you expect perfection, you will stay stuck. If you allow yourself to learn in real time, then you will grow. And others will see that. They will see what it looks like to take risk, to adjust, to keep going. This is also how you can help build a culture that can actually handle the change. So if you're navigating an unexpected change right now, at work, at home, or maybe both, I want to bring you back to one question. Where are you staying comfortable that is no longer serving your growth? Think about this not in a judgmental way, but in an honest way. Because your next level of leadership and success is not inside what you already know. It is just outside of it. And to reach it, you must go through discomfort. This will take some intentional practice. So here's something simple that you can try this week. Choose one area where you have been playing it safe, just one, and take a small step outside of it. Not a big leap, a small intentional move. Then pay attention. What did you learn? What shifted for you? What felt different when you tried? That is how growth starts. Not all at once, but on purpose. Remember, change will keep happening. That part is not optional. How you respond to it is. If this reflection supported you, subscribe to the TBD Leadership by Design podcast. We will continue these conversations every month. You've got this.